you can't help, at least me, feel sort of bad for the people in Georgia. It's almost like their race gets hijacked to a certain extent. And you made the point. I mean, there was mudslinging. The poll numbers never really changed. It was clear the vote. They didn't like it. Morgan, what do you think? I mean, we've got a month now. All eyes are going to be on Georgia, Morgan. Do you think, in terms of the Democratic strategy, are they going to back off some of these personal attacks when it comes to Herschel Walker?
Well, I mean, I agree with what Mark's saying. I really cannot believe in some ways just the traction that Walker has been able to get. He isn't presenting a lot of strong views, doesn't seem like a very strong candidate, but I do think it reflects how ingrained there is a certain level of support for the Republican Party. And yeah, that's only going to grow when folks think that this is what control of the Senate turns on. But I hope and would recommend to Warnock's team to continue to run on his record, to focus on the issues and what has been done to progress on the issues that people are facing on the ground, and continue to reject this divisive type of rhetoric that folks are tired of. So it's clearly going to be very, very close, but hopefully the people of Georgia will do the right thing and extend what the signals were across the country, that folks are ready to turn the page and really get to governing.
All right, Mark, I'm going to let Mark tie this up because I got one final question. Because, like, again, we hear all the talking points from the left and right today. We heard Biden speak. We've heard from the Republicans. Mark, what do you think the takeaway is? You know, we're almost 24 hours, from election night now, although it's still ongoing. But what do you think the takeaway is for the American family sitting at home?
Listen, I'm a prisoner of hope, and I'm encouraged by this election. I think the net takeaway for me is that we drove some crazy out of both sides of the parties. We got a little bit more common sense, and I agree with Ben. I think people were really paid attention this election. It was not. I've spent a lot of time in all these states. It was not like a lot of straight ticket voting. People were really being discerning about their voting, very thoughtful about it. And I think they made a lot of very careful decisions on the issues, as Ben said. So I'm encouraged.
Okay, let's wrap it on that. Mark McKinnon, Ben Ferguson, Morgan Harper, thank you all for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.